Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Maverick. We'll wait for a couple of people. I haven't figured out how to do the notifications yet. I'm just horrible. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this is just going to be a quick little show. I just want to clear a few things up. We'll wait for a couple of people. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe people are out or whatever, but, you know. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Yeah. Hey, Mickey. How you doing? Oh, my goodness. You know what I forgot? I forgot to tell Smoking Tommy. I said I would text him when I go live, and I forgot to text him. I'll text him now. Going live. This is just, like I said, this is just a quick little show. Now, okay, all right. So, Joe De La Mura, hi Joe. BK Shaolin, how are you? Pounding that pink veal. Oh, that, you know, that sounds so gross. Hey Pasha, how you doing? I might drop you, you know, when I say what I've got to say, I'll drop you a link if you want to come on and join me, or if you're able to. Hey, Jesse, Brooklyn Bounce. Okay, so let's get started on the, he said, Al blocked me over a misunderstanding. Okay, yeah, I watched a little bit of that. You know, I'm not really into horse racing that much, but, well, I am. I like to actually go to the races. You know, I'm not one of these that likes to bet from afar. I like to actually go, and, you know, it's a whole experience. So I'll have a word with him and about that, because I didn't see exactly what happened. I saw that he who's that? Oh yes, my new intro. Thank you so much, Jerry. I think he did a stellar job. I love it. He's really good at what he does. So if you need an intro, call Jerry or email Jerry. I think the email, let me see, it's movierama. It's movierama777@gmail.com, and it's Jerry. And basically what happened, I just told him, you know, my ideas, and he put it together perfectly, and I really like it. It came out pretty good, I think. Now then, let's see. Okay, so let's get into this. Just going to be a quick thing. I'm not going to be up here for hours. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the events of the other evening with Tom Levecchia's show. Now, as far as I'm concerned, apologies were made. Did I like it when it happened? Absolutely not. I called them out on it. Apologies were made, and those apologies were accepted, and that's it. You know, there's no point in going on and on and on about it. You know, now there are people out there that, you know, oh, you know, I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. I'm, you know, trying to play the race card, and they're making fun of the fact that that happened. And those people that do that, the reason they do that is because that hasn't happened to them. You know, when you're in my shoes and it's constantly being brought up or snidely said, but this wasn't like a snidey thing. He came right out and said what he said, and it appeared everyone was laughing at it, you know, and condoning it. So I called him out on that. You know, apologies were made, apologies are accepted, and there's no point in going on and on about it. I mean, it's like flogging a dead horse, you know. It is what it is. You know, I was disappointed in a few people at the time, but, you know, it's been explained. You you know, their side of it, rather than, you know, it wasn't just the way it looked. Let me put it that way. They'd had a few drinks. People weren't up on what was actually going on, I guess. And, you know, what are you going to do? You know, but I called them on it, and it's been resolved as far as I'm concerned. Nobody, you know, people make mistakes, and I think that was a mistake. But, you know, and I know a couple of people have taken a pounding since then, you know, especially Vinny. But, you know, like I said, Vinny at heart, you know, he's a nice guy. I don't think, you know, I think his explanation was truthful, and, you know, let's leave it, you know, it's a done deal. Let's just leave it alone. You know, that's where I am with it. You know, I know people have shit to say about it. Everyone has an opinion on it. Some people condone it, some people don't. You know, what am I going to do? I can't change everybody's mind, you know. And then right after that, anyway, I think the next day, here he goes, right at it again. You know, it got worse, actually. So, I mean, what are you going to do? You know, I realized on reflection, when I really, really thought about it, what I'm doing is, you're seeing like mental illness on full display. The next day, they did a show, and you could see it, you know. And so arguing with somebody that, you know, he's obviously been diagnosed, both of them actually, I believe, have been diagnosed with some type of mental disorder. You know, Tony Pizza most certainly has. And I think that, you know, he won't take medication. He doesn't want to help himself in that, you know, to balance his moods and whatever. I mean, what you're going to do? It's going to be like me arguing with this. You know, I'm arguing with this, arguing with them. So, you know, I'm just not going to do it anymore. There's just no point. They can say whatever they want to say. You know, I will call people out if they're condoning it and it's blatant and it's in my face like it was the other day. You know, I'm going to call you out. But, you know, that's not my plan. I want to get on with what I want to do as far as my show. I might build my channel. And, you know, that's what I want to do. I don't want to continue with it. You know, it's arguing with this, really, literally. So there you go. Now then, let's have it. Anyone had any comments? I'll send Jimmy a link. Jimmy who? Oh, okay. All right, I'll put up a few of these. Okay. They were wasted though, but hey, real thoughts come out when you're wasted. Well, exactly, Pasha. Exactly. In fact, do you want to come on? Let me know if you want to come on. I'll drop you a link. Okay. Oh, hey, Jimmy. Yeah, I hope you had a good birthday. It didn't look like a good birthday, you know, but I agreed with every freaking thing you said, literally. You know, I mean, you do have to, you know, it's hard for Vinny because, you know, he does want to be liked by everybody, but, you know, sometimes you do have to stand up. And the things they said about your kids and afterward, you know, it was just disgusting. I mean, oh my God, I can't even imagine, you know. Okay. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Josie, the Greek from London. How long have you been on? I just got here. Oh, I just came on. This isn't going to be a long thing. You know, I just wanted to address a couple of things because, you know, I felt I needed to. Let's see. Not worth it, Josie. Okay, this is Attila, the Cole, and Tony P's on the rise. Not worth it, Josie. Let the men banter. You don't need those. No, I know. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Let me see. Invite. Okay, so I'm terrible at this shit. Hold on. Copy. Okay, now this link is for Jimmy. Moderators, don't let anybody else, if you can. If not, because yesterday I let somebody. This link's for Jimmy. Okay, pounding that pink veal. Oh no, okay, send me a link. Oh, I did that. I told Vinny long ago Tony was a jerk off, but since Pizza is bipolar, he had a soft spot for him. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Hey, Smoking Tommy. Yeah, how you doing, Smoking Tommy? How are you feeling today? I know you've got some health issues, and I'm sorry for that. Okay. Yes, hold on. There's a link already dropped. I dropped it for Jimmy, and if I think you can see it, I'll drop it again. Hang on, invite. Copy. Oh no, I'm terrible at this. Sorry, people. Okay, enter. Right. Okay, there's the link. Whoever wants to come on. Okay. Okay. The link's there, Jimmy, if you see it. Okay, yes, of course. Of course, Tom. If you're still on in 15 minutes, I'll drop in. Okay, girl. Good day, Mark Chopper. I'm assuming you're from Australia, right? Throw shrimp on the Barbie. Okay, hold on. Where's the hell is my phone? My phone's going off. Sorry, folks. Hold on a minute. Let me see what's going on here. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Josie. Al seemed a bit under the weather tonight. Strong coffee. Yes, I did. I kind of noticed that. I did text him to see if he was okay. He seemed a little off, I thought, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I just saw what people were saying, and he said he's fine. So I don't know. You helped out Tiny Pizza. He's nuts, but needed your help. Take it as a donation at the end of the day. You're okay and have a look to look forward to. Yeah, I mean, I did what I did because I did. I mean, a lot of us did, we know better now, I guess. It's just one of those things. Let me see. You kind of went on there. Okay. I did that one, didn't I? Lee's new podcast is In the Morning with Cuddles. Oh, God. Lee was on Gunsmoke's Light. Oh, God. Was he really? Okay, Mickey, me and Smoking Tommy could be poster men for the angry and disabled. Oh, God. Smoking Tommy, I can go in the link waiting room if you can separate them. Okay. Well, I've dropped the link, guys. Did I? Is it on there? Let me try it again. I'll drop it one more time. Okay. Here's Jimmy. Let's drop it one more time.
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, hi, Jimmy.
How are you? How's everything?
Good. How are you?
Well, yeah, we're on. Hi, Jimmy. How are you? How's everything?
Oh, he went out. Hold on. All right. I think he clicked himself out. Okay, hold on here. I guess he'll be back. Let's see. I used to drink Crown Royal or vodka in my coffee. It's good. Oh God. Well, I don't know quite what happened there. Hold on. Let's see. I think okay. Yeah, it was Jimmy's YouTube was what going on, so I guess he was trying to fix that, and then put himself out of the stream. Yeah. So Jimmy in the right Portchester. What is that? Okay. Yeah. So anyway, see. The Grambino. Hi, Grambino. Oh, Chuseok. Come on. He's hardly, this is new to all of us. I'm hopeless with it also. He is. He's a very good guy. So, that in my opinion. So, mute the YouTube. Yeah, my YouTube's off. I haven't even got it on. So, it's not me. I think Jimmy was supposed to do it, and it kind of went out. Okay, so let me drop another link. Okay, copy. Okay, I'm going to drop another link, Jimmy, if you get back. Paste. Enter. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Who's this? Smoking Tommy. Okay, Smoking Tommy, I'm going to add you to the chat for a minute, but if Jimmy comes back, I'll put you back in the waiting room. So, how you doing, Tommy?
I'm doing. How are you doing?
I'm good. We can't see you. Can only see the top of your head.
Oh yeah, because there you go. That better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, now we can see you. So,
yeah, I could do my Tony imitation in the dark.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah, you look just like him at that minute. That's how that looked when I saw that freaking thing. I was like, oh my God. I went.
Yeah, you can't see him.
I jumped back. Yeah. So how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Just hanging in there.
Yeah, I know you have some health issues and stuff. So,
Yeah. A lot of people do.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least it's not mental health, eh?
Yeah, right. At least I still got this.
Yeah, exactly. So, what were your thoughts about everything that's gone on?
Well, it's pretty much a shit show.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? At the end of the day,
I mean, these guys are so much below you.
It's so much. It is stressful, and I just think at the end of the day, it is. It's like arguing with this. What am I doing?
Yeah, so, exactly. I mean, if you saw these guys in the street, you'd ignore them.
Exactly. I mean, there's just no point to it.
Excuse me, my throat is.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you got to learn how to use these chat rooms so you can.
Oh, I know. No, I'm getting better at it, but I'm getting better at it than I was. But there's still a lot to learn on this StreamYard crap. You know what I mean? Yeah,
you can actually have more than one person in the room.
Right. Exactly. No, I know that, but we'll see what happens. But okay,
I'll tell you though, these guys. As I was saying before, I told you before, you got to ignore them. You can't let them get to you. Let them talk their crap.
Right. Yeah.
Just let it, kill them with kindness.
Right. Right.
And they won't like that. That's worse. That's worse than even responding.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. Well, Scott Schlemmer said bully's going to get bullied, but you know, I don't feel like I've bullied anyone. You know, Lee came after me in the first place when
No, of course
I
you didn't.
barely had a channel, and he was already talking about, you know, sabotaging my channel. I didn't even, you know, I had no idea why. Tony Pizza came after me. You know, I sent him money. No, I sent him money. And when he was talking bad about Shanna and women in general, all I said was, you know, it's not a good look because you're going to have a lot of women subscribers. You know, it's not nice to talk about her like that. You know, your argument was with Fatball Sicilian. So he ran with that and said, oh, because I sent him $40, I'm trying to tell him what to say and do. When it wasn't that at all. And it was actually $60 total. So, you know, that wasn't... Okay, I'm going to drop another link. Hold on. You know, so that's how that happened. They came after me. I didn't go after either one of them. I went after them when they started talking shit to me. Yeah, I did. You know.
Oh, you were justified. I mean, you know.
You know.
Absolutely.
I didn't do anything to them. Either one of them. Especially not Tony. I mean, I sent him money. And he was...
Hey, I almost did.
Well, you know... No, and then he's saying, and then he was saying no refunds. I'm just going to look at it as a donation. You know, I may be able to get it back on my taxes. Who knows? You know,
yeah, make him a dependent.
Exactly. So I'm not worried about that. You know, it's gone. It's gone. But you know, he attacked me really for no reason whatsoever, telling me I'm telling him what to say. No, you know, it should be that. You know, you should know that someone shouldn't have to tell you how to speak. You know, about women, especially, you know, black women, white women, it doesn't matter. You know, his opinion of women in general, he looks like he hates women, you know.
You shouldn't talk about anybody that way. I mean, you have to respect people.
Exactly. So,
you know, that's, you give what you get. If you give respect, you're supposed to get respect.
Right. So there you go. But anyway, okay, well, I'm going to let you go, Tommy, because I'm going to do a couple of reviews. That's what my show is about. And hopefully, hopefully Jimmy can get back on. But it was great hearing from you. I'll see you again soon, okay?
Yeah, we'll definitely talk some more.
Yeah, we will. Okay. Take care and get some sleep.
All right, kid.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so that was Smoking Tommy. You know, he's really been quite ill. And he's got a lot of legal stuff going on. So, you know, not to tell all his business, but you know, there we are. Okay. Oh, so did I drop a link again? Yeah, I did drop it, didn't I? I thought I did. Anyway, so let me review a couple of shows because that's really, you know, what this is about, as well as other little stories, but you know, I'm not going to be on here for hours. So, because of all this going on, I've kind of neglected a few people, and Mob Rats Exposed is one of them. And he did 3 really good shows this week. The first one was with Jimmy A. Light. Well, not with Jimmy A. Light, but he did a... Oh, hey. Okay, well, Jimmy's back. Hold on one second. Let me add him. Okay. Well, not with Jimmy, but he did a... Okay, you got to mute YouTube. Oh, hey. Okay, well, Jimmy's back. Hold on one second. Let me add him. Well, not with Jimmy.
How are you?
Good. You got to mute YouTube.
I hear...
Mute YouTube. Mute it. At the bottom, there's a little sign. There you go. Oh, you cut.
Let me see.
Oh, he's as bad as me. Oh, we're so bad. I know. Oh. He's as bad as me. Oh my God, I'm terrible with it. Okay, let me drop him another link. I think. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, I've dropped you another link there, Jimmy, in case you need it. I think I did. Did I? Yeah. Did I? Okay, so enter. Okay, there it is. I dropped you another link. I know, it's terrible. So anyway, that was really quite funny. So like and subscribe. In fact, if you moderators can, drop a link for that. I'm not sure how to do that yet. And then the other one, I laughed my ass off. When I want a good laugh, I do watch him. Okay, I think Jimmy's back now. All right, Jimmy, let's try this again. When I want a good laugh, I do watch him back now. Okay. All right, Jimmy, let's try this again. Okay,
how are you?
Sure that it's I'm good. How are you?
Good. Listen. Let me just try to fix it.
Yeah, I haven't got YouTube on at all, so I don't think it's me. But no, I haven't. Let me see. You're live. Yeah, I'm not even on YouTube, so I switched YouTube off. Anyway, so while he's doing that, I'll drop the link again. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's the link, Jimmy. So then he did another one, Name That Rat. That was that's so funny. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's try it again. Then he did another one.
This should be
Name That Rat. That was that's so funny. Oh, hold on.
How are you?
Good. Now listen. On your YouTube, at the bottom, there's a little mic, like a microphone, like a little hearing thing, if you press that, it will mute it on your YouTube. Are you on YouTube or StreamYard? On your YouTube. Are you on YouTube or StreamYard?
I'm on StreamYard.
Okay. That's so weird. I don't know why that's doing that. Yeah, that's really strange. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, getting on with this. So, hang on. I'll put it there again. Okay. So, then he did one about John Panisi. Well, he did. I watched that first, and then I went back and looked at. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's try it. Okay. Yeah, can't hear you. Okay, let's try it.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah, can't hear you. There's a bit
How about now? I keep on hearing an echo. I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, can't hear you.
This is insane. Really
It's YouTube. Have you got YouTube up?
This is fucking crazy.
Maybe with someone in the chat. Does anyone in the chat know what to do here? Yeah, Jimmy, you've got to mute your YouTube stream. YouTube is playing. What's happening? YouTube is playing in the background. Okay, if you can hear me, Jimmy, what's happening is YouTube is playing in the background. So you need to shut YouTube down, perhaps. Yeah. Let's see. All right, it's gone right now. I'll put the link again in case we get it sorted out. Yeah, oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, so Justice Tech Pros actually did a really good show on that. And it's just amazing how the justice system works. I mean, they leave like a lot of shit out. You know, you really don't know who you're dealing with. Okay, let's try it again. I mean, they leave like a lot of shit out. Can you maybe go on your phone?
Yes. Yes, let me try it on my phone. Okay,
yeah. I mean,
they leave like a lot of shit out. Send me a link.
Okay. 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 There we go. Anyway, yeah, it was really like eye-opening, the amount of information they leave out, especially when people are on trial for their lives or looking at a long time. You know, they don't allow certain information in. I think that's like insane. And actually, I quite liked John Panisi. I don't know what it is. MRE, whenever I like somebody, he he does a show and it's like, oh God, you know. But it was really his show. I laughed. Justice Tech Pro was really good, very informative, you know, and he tells you how it really works. You know, that was pretty good. And then what else was there? Oh, John Panisi did a show on Alpo because he was upset that, you know, people were rejoicing at the death of this guy. Well, you know, I didn't. Oh, hang on. Here he is. I think he's managed to come on his phone. Okay. Okay. Hi. That's better.
How's everything?
Good. How are you?
All right. Good. Good.
Yeah.
We finally.
Yeah.
we eventually meet.
We meet. How do you do? So.
So this is the first time I'm talking to you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But, you know, I think we've had similar thoughts. We've got a similar train of thought, you know, when it comes to things, you know, and I mean,
I appreciate you staying on top of all the scumbags out there.
Right.
Because that's what they are. I can't sugarcoat it.
Right.
You know, exactly. Lee Cole is nothing but a scumbag. And I have to say, the way it is, he's a low-life scumbag, the same thing as Tony the Toilet. And I'm glad that you came on YouTube. I'm here to support you. So that's why I wanted to come on your channel today.
Thank you, Sam. I really appreciate it because, you know, I had felt like for a long time I'd been kind of battling that asshole alone, you know,
yes.
And then, you know, and nobody was really like listening or, you know, he got away with it for a long time before I really said anything. But then I started to notice stuff that he was doing, you know, and if you look at it every week, it gets worse and worse. You know, it's just snowballing. And now he's got Tony Pizza. So you don't know Tony Pizza at all then. Is that right?
I never met Tony Pizza in my life. Now, the thing is, look, this is what I want to say. Okay, is that, look, I grew up on Bath Avenue all my life. I was born on Bay 22nd in Bath. I know every single wise guy there is in the neighborhood and in the 5 boroughs at the time. Tony Pizza, I call him Tony the Toilet. Okay? Because that's what he is. He's Tony the Toilet. I never heard of him before. He's a wannabe. He's from soft-ass Long Island. That's where he's from. They're all soft in Long Island. And he's probably a crackhead, you know? Unfortunately, Sammy became friends with him. I don't know why. Sammy must have felt sorry for him or something. And, you know.
So do you think Sammy knew him back in the day, or he just met him now?
No, Sammy never knew him before, ever.
Oh, okay.
Sammy never knew him. Sammy felt bad for him.
Right, as we all did.
Yes.
As we all did.
And I actually sent him a couple of dollars, the piece of shit that he is.
Right.
And you know, my sister got in touch with me. He said, Jimmy, you know, I look at this guy, he's homeless. I felt bad for him because I have a heart. And then after I sent him a couple of dollars, he started talking bad about me because he's nothing but a piece of shit.
Right, yeah. Well, he's basically done that with everybody, you know. Yes. And the other day, you know, he was praising Damien, and because Damien sent him a couple of dollars, and then the very next day, I see him on there, he's trashing him. I was at least going to give it like a few days.
Well, I can tell you, listen, I can tell you this: if I run into Tony the toilet, I'm gonna put his face in the toilet bowl. I can tell you that. That's 100%. He could do all the talking he likes. Right. But when he runs into Jimmy Calandra, his face is going right in the toilet bowl. I promise you that.
Yeah, and good. Because I think, you know, he's just got, well, it was bad enough anyway, but since he's teamed up with Lee, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And, you know, what he said yesterday, I believe, was just, I'm not even going to repeat it, because that's how disgusting it is. And I don't understand the people that are cheering him on. You know, it doesn't sound to me really like he was anywhere ever really then. You know, I thought you knew him from back in the day or
something. I never knew him. Look, the people I knew, they were badass people. But the thing is, they also had some class to them. Right. So this guy has no class. All he has is ass. Yeah. Okay. He's nothing but an ass, and he has no class. And I tell you this much: when I see him, I promise you, his face is going right in the toilet bowl.
I'd love to be there for that. Literally, I mean, you know, it's just been horrible the way he, you know, him and Lee Cole, and I mean, this is how bad it's gotten for content now. Yes. He's filming himself or live. Going to the bathroom, and people are cheering. He's filming
himself live to go to the bathroom. But listen, this is the thing. Look, Josie, look, I appreciate you because you come forward, and what you do is you pull these guys' cards. Okay, these guys want to pull my card. They want to talk about me. Right. And look, my life is an open book. I have nothing to hide. Okay. Whatever I did in my life, I stand on. But the thing is, these guys have secrets that they want to hide. And they think that they're perfect. I know I'm not perfect. Every day I try to make my crooked past right. But these guys need to be attacked because the people they support, someone like Tony Pizza, Lee Cole wants to support Tony Pizza. They're nothing but trash cans. That's what they are. And what I want to say is that Lee Cole called my friend Paulie Galino, a guy that we grew up on Beth Avenue, and we were a product of our environment. He called him a piece of shit, and he said that he deserved to get killed. I want to tell Lee Cole that his brother who died, I hope he burns in fucking hell. Because you know what? I'm tired of these people that want to talk trash on other people. And they think, and I'm not going to be silent. I'm going to let them know that if you burn me, be prepared. I'm going to come and burn you too.
Exactly. And, you know, I mentioned that when I've kind of first started. That was one of the things, you know, that I noticed. I'd watched one of your shows, and you could see it in your face that it upsets you and that it hurts you. You know, along with the woman that got killed, but it wasn't you. You know, you didn't do it, and you could see that upsets you. And what pissed me off about Lee was he hones in on what he knows upsets you. You know what I mean? And that's why he keeps going on about your friend. That's why he keeps going on about the crime, because he just, you know, he knows that's a sore point with you. You know, and he makes me sick with that shit.
Well, the thing is, listen, you know what they say? They say, talk about what you know. So I can only talk about what I know. Lee Cole talks about what he don't know because he's not from the street. He knows nothing about the mob. He knows nothing about the Beth Avenue crew. And he talks about Anthony Sparrow like he knows him. He calls him Sparrow.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, I'm here to make sure people don't change mob history.
Right.
You know? And the thing is, listen, I did a lot of bad things in my life, but every day I try to make my crooked path right. But the thing is, I'm no fool. If you attack me, be prepared because I'm going to attack you too.
Right. And which brings me to Vinnie Bracco. I mean, what he you know, he's apologized today, I guess, you know, saying that he didn't realize. I mean, my thing with that is, you know, Tony Pizza's been trashing Shanna and FBS for like a good while now. How can you not hear it? You know, if you heard her call it, he said the only thing he knew was that she was called Shamu. Well, if he heard Tony Pizza say Shamu, he heard the rest of it. You know what I mean? And I think you were 100% right yesterday when you said sometimes you do have to make a stand. You know, you can't play both sides.
Well, this is the thing. You know what? Where I come from, I was brought up to be loyal to the people that I'm around.
Right.
And you know what? The thing is, some people want to play both sides of the coin. They want to play heads and they want to play tails.
Right.
Now, the thing is, sooner or later, you have to pick a side. It's either you're on my side or you're on their side. Right. So, you know, you have to get your balls up and say, you know what? This is the guy I agree with, or this is the guy I disagree with, and you got to pick a side. If you don't pick a side, then unfortunately, you're just a punk and you're scared to pick a side. Now, as far as Vinnie Bracco, I actually like Vinnie, but the thing is, he needs to get a little balls and he needs to like speak up a little. Right. Because the thing is, in life, you can't be friends with everybody. Right. Because a lot of people today in this world that we live in, the society, in all honesty, I have to say it the way it is, they're pieces of shit. Right. And you know what? If you don't like what I'm saying, I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Yeah, yeah. No, you know, I agree. I 100% agree with everything you said yesterday, because I kind of was being nice about it. I kind of said, well, you know, you don't necessarily have to pick a side, but you need to speak up. You know what I mean? Because we were kind of tiptoeing around him a little bit, because I know he has, you know, issues, but you came right out and said it, and I totally agree with it. No, look, and some of the even some of the people that I'm around, you know what, they want to sit back and they just want to watch, but you know what, they need to get their balls up and they need to speak up, you know, and they need to speak up. Even these guys who are a little bigger than me, you know, they had a little platform, they have a bigger platform than me. They need to come out and they need to speak up, and they need to speak up about this Tony the toilet guy. That, you know what? He's nothing but a piece of shit, low life. His own mother don't like him, so it tells you a lot about the guy. He's a trash can, and anyone can come on YouTube and trash people. But the thing is, you know what? Trash somebody in front of their face, and I promise you, they won't be trashing nobody no more. Right. So do you think he was ever anything? Or because some people say, well, there was a guy on yesterday talking about, you know, he's a real guy, and, you know, he's unpredictable, and, you know, next thing you know, he's going to be at your house. And, well, you know, listen, what do you think? Josie, tell Tony the toilet he could come to my house anytime, and I promise you, he's going to meet Alpo. That's what I promise you. He could come to my house and he'll meet Alpo. And the feds could listen to this, the state could listen to this, and that's just a fact. Right. I'm just telling the truth. Right. Because these guys that are on the computer are a bunch of punks. Right. That's what they are. They're a bunch of punks. They could rah, 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 rah. But you know what? When it comes down to the nitty gritty, I'm going to eat them like I eat a steak. Right. Okay, well, thank you, Jimmy. We cleared that up. Yeah, no, thank you for coming on. I'm going to get off. You know, I was just going to do a little thing tonight just to... But listen, I want to say to all the people out there, I want them to follow Josie because I support you. I like what you're doing. I like you to be on top of these guys and pull their cards and find out their background. You're doing a lot. And I appreciate it very much. Thank you. I appreciate you too. You know, I think you're one of the real guys on there. You know, a lot of them get on there and,
embellish, and I said at first when I started kind of watching some, coming from England, we take it as literal, as what they're saying. But since I've been here and hearing, and seeing things, it's like, oh no, hold on a minute. And I think you can cut the wheat from the chaff, if you will. I think you're one of the real ones. You don't embellish. You tell your stories, and I enjoy your show as well, as one of the real ones. Now, everyone has their opinion, on these different shows, but you're one that I do watch and like.
Well,
yeah.
I really appreciate your kindness, and I just want everyone to know, listen, you know what? I'm not perfect. I don't want to be liked by everybody.
Right.
Okay. But the thing is, I'm going to speak the truth, whether you like me or not. And I believe in you. I think you have a lot of heart, and keep on doing what you're doing. Stay on top of these guys, because these guys are trash cans. Right. Now, when I grew up, when I was a kid, my mother believed in God, and she tried to push God on me. And I always loved God. But what I did was I was a product of my environment. Right. So I looked up to the wrong people, and I went the wrong path. Right. And now, as I'm a man, I didn't know who I was until I was about 30 years old. Mm-hmm. I knew I did the wrong thing in life, and I just want to, every day, I want to make my crooked path right. Right, right. And you are. I mean, you're working, you're doing it, making an honest living. YouTube, it can be lucrative, but you have to do it the right way. And I think you're doing it the right way. As you see some of the bigger people that were doing it earlier, you kind of like, John A. had like a big thing going on for a minute, but now John A. is nothing but a liar and a punk. Yeah. And I like to get him in the ring because I like to rip his head off. So if he's listening, you little mouse, you come out from wherever you are. You're nothing but a mouse, and you know who the real tough guy is. Yeah, because people are seeing now, the stories. He'd have probably done better just telling his story, his actual story, and not embellishing the way he did. But I think you're on the right path, and you seem to be doing great. And you're always going to get haters. I mean, whatever you do, they're going to try and tear you down. And you know what it is? Look, I understand that, because when you're doing the right thing, people want to take you off track. Right. It's even some people in my corner. You know what? Some people make believe they're my friends, but in all honesty, they're full of shit. Right. Because when someone's your friend, you let people know that they're your friend. Right. Okay. And some people want to stay in the back. They want to stay in the shadows. Right. Because they have no balls. Yeah, I can't stand that. I'm the type of guy where, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Right. I really don't. I'm at the point in my life where I've been through so much bullshit, even with this YouTube, what these scumbags put me through, as far as cutting up my videos, making up fake stories, telling people that I want to be with someone's wife. I have a beautiful girlfriend. Right. I don't want nobody else's girl. Right. They're all pieces of shit. And in all honesty, listen, they're all jealous of me, and they're envious of me. Right, right. Yeah, I mean, they're going to pick out what they can pick up, because there's nothing else. I mean, I've had the same thing. Pages made, Lee's daughter, I believe, is behind the New Beginnings thing. And, there's other, trolls that he's in control of. They make these nasty pages and put crap up. It's ridiculous. So, and you've just got to have a bit of a thick skin when it comes to that. And I've learned it doesn't bother me anymore. I'm like, whatever. I'm still going to keep on saying what I'm saying, and I'll call them out, and that's it. Yes. Bye-bye. Let's see. Okay. All right, people. So that was Mr. Calandra. Let's go to some of the comments. The trolls cannot spell properly. That's for real, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Mute the, okay, this was familiar, yeah. Let's see. All right, Mickey, what you saying? He's got, yeah, okay. So it came out better, I think, on the phone, actually. MBA.
Oh, okay. Hold on then. Let me drop you a link. Invite. Copy. Okay, I'm dropping you a link, Tom. Paste. Oh, I'm hopeless at this crap. Did that go on there? Jimmy would fold Tony into a calzone. Who's that? Oh, okay. So that's not much. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. Let me write that. Okay. Here's Tom.
Hey Josie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hold on. Let me mute this out so I sound okay. Okay. Do I sound better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Beautiful. So I just wanted to jump on. You're a hard person to get a hold of because.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I have my. I thought I put my email up on my thing. I guess I didn't.
No. So what I did was, and I do appreciate because I know where to contact you. So I reached out over the live because that was the only way. Then I'm like, oh, let me get her email from from her YouTube. I couldn't find it there. I emailed Al, I emailed Vinny, I emailed anybody I thought would ever email. Somebody even reached out to me that knows you, and I'm like, hey, give me your email. So anyway, I figured this is the only way to get you. So I wanted to look
sorry.
No
okay,
worries.
well, I'll put it in the about my email. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't.
No worries.
Okay. So how's everything going?
It's going well. Just a few things. So the first is I wanted to, and I don't know if you saw the video, a few things that I've did. The first thing is, again, there's no excuse at the time, whether inebriated, whether I missed it, whether I didn't understand it, or whatever. At the end result, by it being my channel, it does make me complicit in what happened. So I want you to know I fully acknowledge that, and I wanted to look you in the face, at least virtually, and tell you that. And I totally understand the reason for being as said as you were and for saying what you said. And I acknowledge that. The second thing is I did take the videos down. I'm editing them.
Thank you.
It's gonna take about 10 hours of editing time, but again, integrity over profit. So I'm gonna edit that. And then again, there was another person.
Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it. You didn't have to,
No, I'm not. So like so I think I don't know if you ever saw like my old show. I had a 100 episode show with John Panisi. It did
I called a few of those. Yeah,
and it did
I like
really
that
well.
show.
Thank you. It did really well. And one of the things that I always appreciate about you, to be candid, I don't watch a lot of shows, right? And I just don't have a lot of time. And I haven't really been in like the Mavosphere that long. I kind of been in my lane. You know this, when you do 100 shows, a little fun. When you do 100 shows in the span of 4 months, there's not a lot of time for watching, other shows.
Yeah, of course.
So, but one thing I did like and appreciate about you is you're not afraid to feel how you feel versus unpopular opinion. And neither does my cat. So neither does Sandy.
I thought he was going to jump on your head. Go on.
So would have been the first and last time. So one thing I really appreciate about you is that you kind of I love the weekly indictments. I don't know if you do them anymore, but I caught the one you did about John Panisi, and respectfully, I thought you were more than fair with him, versus a lot of people weren't. So that's why it bothered me that it bothered you about what happened.
Well, I quite, I know. I was just talking about this earlier because I always quite liked John Panisi. He comes across as very calm, very mild. And then Justice Tech Pro did a thing, I don't know what it was about. It was doing the court, something to do with court, and he was testifying against someone or whatever. And they held out a lot of information from the jury. One was that he knocked a woman's teeth out and burnt her hair or something. And so that kind of is shocking. When you look at him, I don't see him doing that, or maybe, and then I thought, well, maybe he was like that back in the day and maybe he's changed. You know what I mean? People don't remain the same, do they?
No, but what's tricky,
I don't know. I'm shocked by it, really. Go ahead.
Well, so I get, well, why did you do a show with him, right? So the first part is I did research him the best I can, right?
Right.
And in terms of that, and I really can't speak to all of that because you know, I hope you understand, it was my partner.
Right,
and
right.
You know,
Yeah.
good, bad, or ugly, I don't want to say anything. But at the time, I can say that I did research him extensively based off of the information at hand, right? So
Right.
you know, you only know what you know, you know.
Right.
But I've spent a lot of time with him. I did a lot of shows with him. I spent personal time with him. He's been in my house. I've seen no red flags. I've seen no issues. But again, you know, Just Like Tech Pros, you know, he has some information. I know MRE kind of ran with it. I'm a
Yeah,
big
I think he's
freedom
an
of speech
attorney,
person.
is he, or something?
No, what he does is he gives litigation support to mostly defense.
Oh, okay, okay.
And again, in that particular situation, he presented some court documents that, you know, again, I think his I don't know him. I don't know Dominic personally. I think what he tries to do is there's different sides to every story, but I think a lot of it's for the media, like it is here, even in the mob world, mob tube world. And I think he's trying to maybe illuminate some stuff and people keep an open mind on the information that's out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you know, so I always quite liked him, and it's kind of like, whoa, you know, I must be a horrible judge of character. You know, I'm not good at picking them, but you know, I mean, I would never know. Kind of looking at me, he just seems so mild-mannered, and then I thought, well, maybe he's changed. You know, I mean, I don't know when he did this. It must have been, what, 20, 30 years ago.
Well, so here's where it gets interesting. I like to shoot super straight in every situation. Like I said, before we get onto that, you know, I know you said my apology earlier, but I hope you said my apology now.
Of course. I mean, you know, we don't have to, you know, I know Vinny's still kind of upset about it, but, you know, the apology is fine. You know, we all make mistakes. It's just something that happened.
Yeah.
Let's put it to rest and put it to bed. You know,
and
there's no point flogging a dead horse. You know?
That's why I couldn't get in touch with you. I think I've gotten in touch with billionaires quicker than I got in touch with you. I'm being honest, and I'm good at getting to people. So anyway, and number two, before we jump into this discussion, I'd like to invite you on my show whenever you're comfortable.
Okay, yeah, anytime. I'm trying to think who has my number that you can get it off. Well, what I'll do, I'm going to put my email.
Yeah, put in the comments, and I'll
in your comments, and then I can give you my number. Then.
Okay, so I'll give you some as much inside information as I can, right? So obviously, John and I got together. I researched him the best I could, right?
Right.
Then from there, and this is where, and you seem like this type of person too. I am not a journalist. I am a business person who has a podcast. I am a podcaster per se. There's a little difference. So I'll have, you know, two sides of the coin on. It doesn't mean I endorse either side. That's why, like, sometimes when people like pick a side, I don't have a side. Lara Trump will go on CNN. Like, that's the way it is, right? So like media works a little differently. And to be candid, I don't know if people fully understand that, but that's another discussion, right? For me personally. But anyway, so I researched him the best I could prior to starting the show. I did not find anything concrete or conclusive. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Okay. And again, I'm just where the ball lies, here it is, right? So in one of the trials, the female showed up. So allegedly, she was ready to testify, and it was submitted by the defense as Dominic.
Yeah, I think that's what they were talking about. Justice Tech Pro, yeah.
Correct. Now, and again, I respect his opinion, and you know, I have my opinion as well. I'm not which I'm about to share. Now, the government's job is not to prove whether it did it or not. Their job is to try to win their case, right?
Right. Of course.
He brought up some cases of dirty pool, which I actually categorically agree with, right? What they did in his case and other cases. But my understanding is that information is under protective order, and I don't think we're ever going to see it.
Well, I think he put it up.
Well, he put up information of I don't know what it's called, when you submit something, a brief, where you can submit something to a magistrate and say, hey, we'd like to admit this, and this is why. The prosecutor gives their information, this is why. And then once let's say they accept it, you can have, you know, given into discovery. And then you could also, what's that word? Interrogate the witness, right? I even spoke to the author. I take this stuff very serious. Josie, I do things behind the scenes. I don't like a lot of this bullshit games back and forth. I spoke directly with the author guiltless at length about it. And I said, listen, and I said this from the beginning, if somebody produces a document that said he did X, Y, and Z, I will not only disband the show, I will delete it all, right? So the closest that I was given against people that were detractors of his is there's the submissions by a defense attorney. Remember, defense attorney's the obligation to defend their client, not defend John or the government. And number two, it's under protective order, so we're probably never going to know the truth.
It's under protective order because why? Because he was a witness?
I'm not a lawyer, as I understand.
Oh, okay. So do you know how long ago this took place? Was it, years ago, or was it,
As I understand, it would be before like 2017 or 18 when he visited the government. So probably in that time frame, probably in the window of 16 to 18.
So it's not that long ago, then, is it?
No, it's not long ago. It's not long ago. And the other part is, I don't want to like say too much because like people misconstrue. Yeah. But I believe in my heart that and people are like, well, why did you do 100 shows, right? Generally, Staten Island is a very aesthetic community. It's not like you get your Botox, you get your filler, you go to the gym, you wear your Lululemon. The guys are jacked, everything's big, right? I can't imagine if it did happen, that there wouldn't be either dental records or maybe some media involvement, something other than what's been out there, separate from the legal channel. And that's what I was looking for. Not looking for in a bad way. We're like, oh, John, I'm going to get you. But there was a lot of indictments against him in terms of the public. And I'm like, if I'm going to do I got 2 daughters. I grew up with 3. I grew up in a house with only women. I don't want to be in a podcast with somebody who, allegedly did that. So in my research, I was unable to conclusively find that it happened.
Okay, so just quick question.
Please.
So overall, how did you find him? Did you find him a nice guy? He comes across that way to me. You know what I mean?
He was always very fair to me. We had a good working relationship. He's kind of a guy that and again, I think a little bit comes from being institutionalized as well, being the mob. These are stodgy institutions. These aren't progressive institutions. So I found him to be a little matter of fact. So if you're going to be there at 6, you got not 6:01, not 5:59. You better be there. But
did you find him paranoid?
But here's the thing. I think in the life that he's in and in business, there should be a level of productive paranoia. So
I would have been paranoid far as that sit down he was talking about. I would have been totally paranoid, and I would not have gone to that. However, there were some questionable paranoid moments, that were said, like the Rasta guy on the corner came to hit him or something, and the house shaking part. I mean, I don't know, but I just wondered, did you find, was he generally?
I said this publicly before, so I'm not saying anything out of pocket or out of school. Right. In terms of the house shaking, and we had a psychologist on the show. It's now off the air, but we had a psychologist on the show, and it could be one of 3 things. Okay, and pick a menu. One of 3 things doesn't make you wrong for which of 3. 1, it could be spiritual, religious based, right? The 2, it could be kinetic, and there's actually a department at Duke University that studies kinetic energy. Or the 3rd could be paranormal, right? So I think we're all good with it not being paranormal. I'd like to think that, right? I don't have any tinfoil on my head, right? So it could be one of the other 2 matters, right? So either it could be somewhat religious based or be kinetic, because Josie, you can have an event that may have happened or may have not, but you may have believed it happened, or it could generate kinetically. So it could be one of those 2 things, but it's not for me to decide. That's where,
I was just wondering. I mean, I actually believe in that stuff. Yeah, so, I'd have been running down the street probably, I don't know that I would have gone back to that house even. So I kind of, I'm kind of that with it because I kind of believe in that stuff.
It's a tough pill to swallow. Yeah. But again, so if you wonder, hey, Tom, why did you do 100 shows? How'd you get past that? I got past because I had to sit down to one of those 2 things
Right.
I just felt I wasn't one to decide.
Right. Okay. All right then. Well, I'm going to wrap it up, but thank you. I'll leave my email in your comments.
Please.
I'll call, email me and I'll give you my number. And, it's no problem. It's no point flogging a dead horse.
Yeah.
I accept the apology. Thank you for apologizing. Thank you for taking them down. Certain people I just think really don't need a platform. He was really worse the next day, actually.
Worse. Well, you know what happened, and again, no good deed goes unpunished. So my goal of the whole thing was we were going to jump on the Four Horsemen and have a good time, right?
Right.
And had a few drinks, having cigars, enjoying ourselves, as if you probably saw the video we were doing.
Right.
I actually thought, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I've negotiated a lot of deals. I negotiated much harder situations, and I actually thought I was going to negotiate some sort of peace within a mob tube world to get it to a functional level. I was categorically wrong. You can't negotiate with unreasonable people. That's number one. The next day, I slept on it, right? And I'm a regular guy. I'm here with my fiance and the cats and the kids. And Lee Cole's having the show. I got a little thing, and pizza's on. I think Vinny was jumping on. Let me jump on. So I jump on and I offered to help him because I actually heard you earlier. I think there might be an underlying issue with him that maybe I think it's undiagnosed. I don't think it's diagnosed. I think undiagnosed.
Oh, no, it's diagnosed. And how I know it's diagnosed is from his own mouth. I mean, he was saying that, he could have got government housing or something, but a condition of him getting a house, they told him he has to take his medication.
Got it.
So, and he refused to do that. So he's been diagnosed with something.
Correct. So what I was saying is I take a little bit of a different approach, and what I've seen of you, I think you and I may more align than some of these other out there. I think you and I are more centered and more, how do I say this? Like, we're not caught up in a lot of this stuff. I know you probably get on Lee, and I heard you got on him a little bit, but I think generally you and I are more aligned, right? With that said, is I don't take this stuff as serious.
Right.
So I see past the bullshit.
Right.
And I generally would like to help him if I can.
Yeah.
Whether it be getting him a place for a week, maybe coming to get him, I don't know what his vocation is. Maybe if he does need some help. I actually was legitimate about helping him. I didn't know he went on a diatribe about Jimmy's family. And I didn't know he went on a diatribe about you again. And what happened when I offered him the next day, he went on the morning, had a whole show literally dedicated to abusing me and my fiance.
And he also said, after all that you reached out to him and offered him a job, and he turned you down. Not necessarily offer him a job. I don't know if it was something or another. And he said, no, he's with Lee. Something like that. And
I don't like to speak about if I speak to you privately, I don't want to say, go public with it. Even if like you say something that's wrong. I spoke to him privately, and just like I did publicly, I have resources. Right. And here's the deal, Josie. Whether we like him or not, Hey, I think Jimmy wants to come on. Whether we like him or not, I'm going to go to a king size bed. You're going to go to a beautiful bed. Our basic needs are met. I was just looking to help him. With his basic needs. And the truth is, no matter what he says about me, you call me a simp, you call me whatever he wants, I see something wrong with him and he needs help. This is a symptom.
Hold on one second. Let me send Jimmy a link. Hang on. Sorry, I'm hopeless at this crap. I've just started doing it. Okay. Hey, what the hell is that? Yeah. Okay.
You're getting a good show tonight.
Yeah. And it was at random. It wasn't planned. I was just going to come on and, clear the air a little bit because, I haven't been on in a couple of days. And I didn't intend to be on this long, but okay. This is what happens. Okay. I sent you got the link there, Jimmy. So,
and then also I did speak to FBS privately. And I apologized to him. I didn't talk to Shad. I said, hey, can you please? So I try to cover all bases after. Not being a simp, It's called being a man. You can't control how you act, or you can control how you react in a situation. And I believe I'm trying to react.
So I'm bringing Jimmy on now.
Please. Hey, Jimmy, how are you?
Tom, what's up, buddy?
Not much, not much. Thank you for responding today. I appreciate that.
Now, listen, since I have you on
Please.
YouTube and I can talk to you,
please.
Now, I want to apologize to you, okay, for calling you what I said, because when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But the thing is, you know what? What you're doing is you give someone a platform that is a piece of shit. Okay, this guy Tony Toilet is a piece of garbage. Now, I know you're a smart guy, and I know you want to look out for people, but this is a guy that you don't look out for. I mean, if his own mother don't like him, it tells you a lot about him.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, that's all I want to say. So I apologize for calling you what I said.
Accepted.
And, you know, I was a little upset because when someone talks about my family, I just want to come through YouTube and I want to fucking rip their head off. Because a lot of people on YouTube do a lot of rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
And where I come from is when you're rah, 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 you got to step up to the plate and you got to be a man.
Agreed.
But this guy is not a man, because anyone who attacks kids and women is a garbage can. And I don't do that. I don't attack kids and women.
I agree. Well, Jimmy, let me ask you a question, because again, like I think you and I are come from the similar thread of I talked to him privately even after he bashed me on that show. He went after me. I don't know if you saw anybody. So I think you were watching. I try to talk nice to him. He went after me on my own. I'm gonna come for you. And I'm like, whoa, wait a second, right? So let me ask you this, Jimmy. And he has issues, right? He has issues, and I do believe he needs help. I may not be the one to get it from. I'm probably not the one to get it from. I'm probably not going to save his life. But what I'm saying is he does need some help. Well, what part of us as like mature guy says, you know what? Part one, he's being a trash pail. But part two, like, does he know he is? And number three, he's got something. He may have something wrong with him. No?
Well, I'm going to tell you, listen. Now, I grew up with a good family, thank God. Okay, my mom was very religious. My father worked the same job for 35 years. So I come from good people.
Yeah.
Now, I grew up in a tough, bad neighborhood. Okay. And I did a lot of bad things in my life. You know, I didn't realize who I was until maybe I was about 30 years old. I didn't want to throw my life away. Yeah. But a guy like this is just a garbage can. You cannot save him. You know, so that's not your job to save him. Your job is to take care of you and your family under your roof. Forget about this guy. In all honesty, this guy could commit suicide and I would pop a bottle of champagne, because I don't give a fuck about a piece of shit like this. Okay. And anyone who gives him a platform is a garbage can. That's just where I come from.
No, and Jimmy, you're right. And I owe you an apology in a sense too, is on that show you were on. So like, and everybody was on. That night was crazy. But when I jumped on the next day, I was having dinner. I'm like you. Like I think you take this serious, but you have your life too, right? So like you and I are not sitting here watching every show. We're busy guys, right? So when I get the thing, hey, Lico's having a live, 200 people on, pizza's on. I heard he dogged me the next morning. He did a whole thing called NBA Scumbag Me. So like you, I want to address, and I respect you coming on. So I did that with him. And I was trying to say nicely, is I feel bad for you. I want to help you. But you're right. If somebody bites the hand that feeds them, then you wash your hands of it. So I agree with you, Jimmy.
Now the thing is, look, Sammy invited me to his house for 5 days, right? Yeah. I'm not going to talk bad about the guy.
Correct.
There's no way in the world. If you invite me to your house, there's no way in the world I'm going to talk bad about you.
You're right.
I'm not like that, because you know what? I have morals and values. If someone invites me to the house, I'm never going to talk bad about you. This guy, I sent this guy $200. Wow. After I sent him $200, this guy started talking bad about me. You would think, Tom, if you sent me $200, I would talk good about you. You know why? Because maybe I'll get $50 off you next week. You know? I mean, common sense. I mean, this guy is just a garbage can. In all honesty, this guy deserves to drop fucking dead, go in the dirt, let him go fuck himself. Seriously, I have to say it the way it is.
Yeah.
Look, I love my kids. I'm a good father. But at the end of the day, if you burn me, get prepared. I'm going to throw gasoline on you and burn you. It's just the way it is.
And I agree with you. I feel like I try to do the right thing. That was in my heart. I may have platformed him accidentally, but moving forward, you know what? I agree with you. And if I ever do decide to help him, I'm going to reconsider it. And you know what, Jimmy, I do appreciate it. I really do.
And the thing is, you know what? Look, look, you're a smart guy. Okay, look, I analyze you. I know you're an intelligent guy. I see the way you speak. And this is a guy that he never knew what a friend was. I mean, this is a guy that don't appreciate nothing. He thinks he has something coming. Who is somebody that lives in their car or lives homeless for 16 years without getting a job and wants to better themselves and be productive and live a good life? This guy's just a trash can. Now, I sent him $200. I regret it. But you know what? It's $200. I threw it away.
Yeah.
Okay. But this guy don't appreciate nothing. He's a toilet bowl. And if I ever run into him on everything I love, on my religious, God-loving mother, I'm going to give him a fucking beating with my hands. Okay? I'm going to scrape his face against the concrete. The feds could listen. The state could listen, because I don't give a fuck. Because when it comes down to being a man, I am going to annihilate this motherfucker. You don't even know.
I believe that. And like I said, that's why I wrote back to you when you mentioned my name. And like I said, where I guess, you know what, at the end of the day, you did it the right way. You communicate directly. You look in the white of their eyes. Like I said, just like you apologize to me, I apologize to you and to Josie. And the truth of the matter is, we all do better together by working together than working separately. We're going to end up in a box someday. We might as well have a good time while we're here,
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Look, I appreciate Josie, because we need Josie, because you see how Josie pulls Lee Cole's card, how she looked up dirt on him. And the thing is, you know what? You could look up dirt on me. You know what? You could call me anything you want. But the thing is, just don't lie about me. Tell the truth. That's it. And the thing is, at the end of the day, look, I made a lot of mistakes in my life. I did a lot of bad things. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm a good person. I love my kids. And you know what? I want to help people if I can. But you know what? Some people don't deserve the the help. And I'm not a sucker. You're not going to sucker me. And this guy, Tony the Toilet, that's what he does. He suckers people. Same thing with you. You see how you tried to be nice to him? The same thing with me. I tried to be nice to him. You can't be nice to this guy. So a guy like this, you throw gasoline on him and you throw a match on him. And you know what? That's what you do to him. You fucking burn him.
And the thing is, the reason that, I pulled up that dirt on Lee is because, everybody has a past, everybody of some description. But he thoroughly enjoyed picking other people's past, like he did with Stacks. He got his prison record. He got his baby mama that he had a restraining order on. That's not people's business. He went into his finances, and he was on his show as a guest. And it was after that I looked at Lee and I thought, all right, well, people had sent me a whole load of shit on you. So let me put that up there. So, same way you did with Stacks. He judges people from his high podium, and he's no better than anyone else.
Well, you know what, Josie, this is why I appreciate you, because you know what Lee the mole is, Lee the troll, what he is he is a manipulator. He manipulates people to feed into him. He uses them, and then when he's done with them, he throws them to the curb. He's a trash can. He's the biggest lowlife on the face of the earth. That's what he is. I did bad things in my life, but the thing is, my parents taught me morals and values. I love God. I love Jesus Christ. But you know what? At the end of the day, I understand I'm on earth over here. And if I got to burn somebody, I'm going to burn them. But I'm going to treat a CEO the same way I'm going to treat the bum on the street. That's how I am. Until you show me different. When you show me different, then I'm going to show you different.
Exactly. That's the way I was raised too. Across the sea, but they were where I came from, the guys around there, they had respect. They would never talk. They'd be minus all their teeth if they talked the way Tiny Pizza talks.
Well, I want to bring something up. So again, try to kind of learn these life stories, try to change things a little bit. I had Lee on my show one-on-one. I didn't do it live. I did it undistracted. and I was very clear about it. I said, you had Jimmy on your show. Jimmy had a much bigger platform at the time. Jimmy had really big numbers. Generally, when you get a big get like that, you hug them, you kiss them, you treat them well, because they're giving you not only growing your platform, but giving you access to their platform. And you didn't need to do that. I'm like, you cannot do that in this game and sustain every single guest. And I named like 5 guests. He's like, well, there's only a few more that I railroaded. Then I named another 5. I said, Lee, I'm trying to help you here. It's like somebody comes to your house and shits on your rug. So I did call him out on that, Jimmy. I thought that was bad form. In the media world, you know, you were actually trying to help a guy starting out. I remember that live, Jimmy with Lee Cole. Who's this Lee Cole? Right?
Exactly.
So he should be thanking you.
And the thing is, you know what? Look, before look, I speak the truth. I don't lie about shit. Okay. Yeah. I don't have no reason to lie. I don't want to be a liar. None of that bullshit. I'm not the hero at the end of the day. Yeah. Now, when this guy Lee Cole wanted to do an interview with me, he was talking good about me. He said, you know what, this Jimmy Calandra, I gave him the bad rap. I really didn't know too much about him. So I said, you know what, let me give him an interview. Maybe I'll get him to 1,000 subs and I'll monetize him. Yeah. But I told him, I said, whatever you do, I'm going to give you an interview, but don't talk bad about Sammy. Now, like I said, if you invite me into your home, I'm going to try to protect you. I'm a loyal guy. I was loyal all my life. Yeah. You know, and the thing is, once you show me you're a piece of shit, I'm going to call you out. That's it. That's how I am. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. You know, I know there's a beginning and there's an end. You know, but the thing is, at the end of the day, I have to be true to myself. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you were good to him. And like I said, he burned a few other guests too. Respectfully to him, and if numbers are numbers, you have since grown. He has not. And I think that's why.
Yeah, but I mean, even in that instance, you know, I think Lee felt he was going to get more subs and views by trashing Sammy, and it backfired on him.
Big time.
And then once he realized he fucked up, you know, then he was trying to get Jimmy to be his friend again, and he's never recovered from it. You know,
listen, Sammy loses or gains more subs in one day.
Exactly. You know,
and the thing is,
what Lee Cole thinks about him.
Sorry, Jimmy.
And the thing is, I'm going to tell you, look, you know what? I talk to Sammy every so often, and there's some things with Sammy I don't agree on. Yeah. But you know what? Look, Sammy understands that. Yeah. And you know what? I'm not going to trash Sammy. I'm not going to do it. I would never do it because that's the type of person I am. Okay? If I'm your friend, I'm your friend to the end until you show me different. If you burn me, then I'm going to burn you. I'm going to wait for you to burn me. Once you burn me, then I'm going to burn you. But I'm not going to burn my friends. I'm not going to do it.
Right. And Lee's burnt just about every single one of them. And it'll only, you know, I'll give him and Tony Pizza a couple of days. You know, they're going to be fighting over subs and views and cash apps and God knows what else. So,
well Jimmy, this is, I think, how I can help is, obviously you have an open invitation, and we speak privately. Anytime you're welcome to come on, you have an open invitation. I invited Josie on. My platform's growing. I got a good audio section, got good numbers. If I can help grow Josie, helps her get the message out, and that's like something I'd be happy to do.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
You know what? Well, look, I'm monetized already. Yeah. You're monetized already. Correct. See, I want to be helpful. I want to see Josie monetized. Correct. I want to see Vinny Bracco monetized. Yes. I want to see the guy Al monetized. Yes. Okay, because at the end of the day, what you guys are doing is you're providing entertainment. I mean, YouTube is better than TV today. I mean, TV sucks. You know, I mean, everybody wants to watch. Yeah, everybody wants to watch us, even if it's a little drama. People want to watch us. You know, so we want to give them entertainment, or we want to give them a good story. You know, unfortunately for me, I have a history behind me. Correct. You know, I mean, you know, I'm not an average Joe on the street. You know, I've been through some bullshit. I did 13 years in prison. I did some bad shit in my life. I hung out with some bad guys. And you know what? You know, I don't glorify that shit. Right. You know, if I could go back and change it, I would. Unfortunately, I have to stand on everything I did in my life. You know, but I want to be a good person and I want to help people. You know, if I can help somebody, then you know what? I did my job for today.
Yeah.
Right.
But also, Jimmy, what people don't get is, so you have a unique, this is probably like the most unique genre. We have first party content, Mike Francis, Sammy the Bull, Jimmy Calandra. You know, now I'm a content creator. I'm on the other side. So you need the content creators to give theoretically objective stuff. You need the first, you know, Bobby Luisi, you need the first hand guys and gals to give the first hand. You merge that together. It's almost like having like the CNN guy and Michael Jordan sitting down at the same table. There's such a good opportunity. You know, Jimmy, you probably know me well enough. I'm a marketer. There is such a 10x, 20x opportunity here for all of us if people can't get past the bullshit.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree too. And but I just think, you know, there are some people you can deal with and reason with. And unfortunately, Lee Cole and Tony Pizza are not either one of those people. They're unreasonable. There's no, you know, you can't negotiate with, you know, you might as well negotiate with this.
You know what? And Jimmy has the most subs, and if Jimmy may want to think about this, we should come up with some simple accord. One page, very simple, and everybody signs it. Moving forward, you will not bash anybody in this space. Positivity, give good content, and move on. You know what happens? 8 or 9 of us are going to sign it. The 2 or 3 are not going to sign it. We're going to be impenetrable, and they're going to dissolve quicker than they ever wanted. It doesn't have to be a document. It could be a pact. It could be something.
Right.
But moving forward, you know, I'm getting out of that game. I dabbled in it. It didn't leave a good taste for me. Jimmy, I know, has been positive. You've been positive, Josie. So at least from my perspective, you know, again, washing my hands of it, you know?
Right. Yeah. You know, I've tried that several times, but, you know, like I said, it's not so much, you know, him coming on his show, you know, him and Tony bashing me. It's what they do behind the scenes. You know, they make.
That's great. That shit, like, the stuff that I've heard, I actually had somebody, Jimmy, unfortunately may appreciate this, is I had somebody on the Black Can Forum put a bankruptcy of mine that to say Tom's a broke, so he's an NBA. And meanwhile, it was a Thomas J. Levecchia, not Thomas F. And I said, well, that's not me. So like, actually go after.
Well, I mean, the thing with me is, you know, I mean, I've been arrested before, but I was never charged with anything because my ex was criminally inclined, you know, so I was arrested right along with him. But in any event, you know, they can't find shit, essentially. You know, I work. I've worked my whole life. I work every day. However, you know, so what they do is they, for a good example, there was this filth that they put up of me surrounded by a million men, like a porno type stuff.
No, that's not cool.
You know, it's disgusting. You know, and they do stuff like that. And then I get aggravated. And then by Friday, they've set me off again. You know, when I've tried to like not say, do you know what I mean? And I hate when they do that with Shanna, you know, Tony filth.
Now, you know what? That's the other side to this coin. You know, I mean, YouTube is a double-edged sword. I mean, you know what? We get to be on here because we could be entertaining. We could tell a story, but then you got the trolls and the bad people where they're gonna take your videos, they're gonna cut them up, and they're gonna twist your words.
Right.
You know, and you know what? Listen, it bothers me a lot. It really does, because I'm the type of guy, in all honesty, like I like to nip something right in the bud.
Yeah.
You know, I like to stop it right there. And unfortunately, you know what? I learned that I can't, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, because this is how I am. Now, even this guy MRE, okay, in all honesty, this is a guy that is a troll. He has no name, no face. If I knew who he was, in all honesty, I crack his head wide the fuck open. Okay, seriously. So because you're on YouTube, you can say anything you like. Right. Okay. And you know what? There is no accountability, no responsibility. Back in my day, without an internet, if you said something out of your mouth, you were responsible for what you said, and you were accountable for what you said. Right. So you had to watch what you say. So these guys, they want to, you know, put up photos of you and destroy you, defame you, and create lies about you. This is what bothers me. So all these guys out there that you know, don't want to show their face, don't want to show their name, and they want to talk bad about people. All they are is a bunch of trolls and a bunch of cowards. That's what they are, cowards. And that's what MRE is, a coward. And if you ever ran into me, they'd be calling him MIA. Okay? Because that's what I would do with him. They'd be calling him MIA. You know what? I'm not, listen, I don't care about him because he's a coward. These people, they want to cut people's videos. They want to hide their names, hide their faces. At the end of the day, they're nobody. But at the end of the day, I'm still me, Jimmy Calandra. And you know what I'm going to give to you. You know what's coming when I come at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think with MRE, I don't think he does, that kind of stuff like what I was talking about. He mainly, goes after people that have cooperated, be it you, be whoever it is. That's what I've seen him do. He's not like as evil as like Lee, the New Beginnings page. They really go dirty. You know what I mean? And I think now my skin has gotten thicker.
Now the thing is too, if you look at Lee's page, now I think more than half of his videos have my name in it.
Oh yeah,
a lot of them.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, you know what? I mean, go create some real content without my name. If you got to use my name, you know what? You're nothing but a fucking loser. I don't hashtag nobody's name on none of my videos. I don't hashtag Michael Frances. I don't hashtag Sammy. I don't hashtag nobody. Okay, so all these guys, they're nothing but fucking losers and lowlifes. That's what they are. Okay, they never did nothing. Lee is a fucking lowlife. That's what he is. He's a fucking trash can. And you know what? If he was ever in front of my face, I would fucking eat him up like a steak.
Yeah,
seriously. That's how much I hate these people. I fucking hate them.
Right. I don't think he'd ever want to be in your presence, frankly. He talks the big talk from behind his little desk. And that's basically what he does.
Jim, there's a reason why what is it? The front window, the dash is big. What's that called? Your window in front of your car. What's that window called?
Yeah, the windshield.
Windshield. Well, that's why the windshield is big, and the rear view mirror is small. These guys are behind you. You have a bright future to your head. You reconfigured your life. You've been. That's the other part too. People think Jimmy's didn't change, but you've been out a long time. You have a girlfriend. You have your kids. I think I used to follow you on Instagram. I think I still do. And you have a life. You know what? That should be celebrated. That should be rewarded, not trying to bring you back down. And I can say it all the time in the podcast. It's not where you begin. It's where you end. So you're doing a lot of positive things. That should be celebrated, not people coming for you. You know what I mean?
And Tom, you know what? Listen, Tom, I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people reach out to me and they say, Jimmy, you know what? Don't waste your time on this Tony Toilet or this guy Lee the Troll. Because, when you did, look, I'm home almost 14 years now. And you know what? And in all honesty, I've been pretty successful. I've been out of trouble. I have good people, I have a good circle around me. I take care of my kids. I take care of myself. I have a union job. I do this YouTube as much as I can. But at the end of the day, look, I'm a nice guy. I really am. But if you want to be an asshole, I could be an asshole too. Yeah. Because I've been through the ringer. I've been through a lot of bullshit in my life, and I just want to do the right thing. Yeah. And I want to put good people around me. I don't have no assholes around me. None.
Yeah. It's having some peace as well.
Agreed.
Exactly. That's what I want. I want peace in my life.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And you earned it.
Yeah. 13 years, that's good, my ex couldn't stay out a year or two. I'll be lucky, but it is what it is.
But Tom, I wanted to, I want to say, look, anything I said, whatever I said, I apologize because when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong.
It's more than fine,
okay?
Jimmy.
I'm just saying, but look, that's how I am. That's who I am.
Agreed.
Okay. And when I'm heated, I get heated and all I do is see red. That's all I see.
Yeah.
And these guys look, I don't talk about people's wives or mothers or children. I don't do that. I think that's some low ball shit.
Agreed.
But I could be low. I could get low just like anybody else. I could be low, but I try not to get there. And it bothers me because, if you're going to say something, be a man, say it in front of my face,
Agreed.
and let's see what happens then. Deal with the consequences then. Anyone could say something on YouTube.
Agreed.
This is some punk shit over here. Say what you want to say, and then you go hide, and you come back on YouTube and all that bullshit. But this guy, Tony the Toilet, in all honesty, he's nothing but a garbage can. That's what he is. He could talk all he wants, but if he ever runs into me on everything I love in my life, I promise you, I will have handcuffs on me. I will wipe the fucking streets with this punk.
I believe it. I believe it.
Me too.
I believe it.
All right then, guys. Well, it turned into a long one, didn't it?
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was. Okay. All right. So,
but anyway, listen, guys, look, have a good weekend, Tom. It's nice talking to you.
I see you.
Josie, I support you. Anything you do, you need me, you reach out to me. And
I sure will.
Listen, have a good weekend. Thank you. Have
too.
a good night. And
okay, thanks, Jimmy.
I'll see you soon.
Hi, Josie. I'm jumping up as well. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, bye, Tom.
Drop your email in my comments. Thank you. Ciao.
I will do. Yeah, definitely. Okay, people. Hey, Gunsmoke. Okay, so this went on way longer than I had imagined. Hey, Gunsmoke. So thank you, Josie. Jimmy, you're the man. Oh, bye, Johnny. Are you going? Yeah, what time is it in London now? I can't remember if you're behind or forward. I don't know. I just came on basically to clear up a few things, and it turned into this. So, you never know what's going to happen on this show, do you? But anyway, I was going to do what I'll do. I'll save my reviews for my show with Al tomorrow. I'm going to come on with him tomorrow. We're going to go live. I think he said 8:00 on his Mob Show Reports. So like and subscribe to Al. Like and subscribe to me. I have a Cash App now. All donations are welcome. I want to kind of get a new camera, really, and I guess I need a microphone. I don't know. I got these earbuds, but I don't exactly know what I'm doing yet. But I will. But in any event, I'll see you all tomorrow. So I'll be on Mob Show Reports tomorrow at 8. And we'll do the actual show reviews, and you'll see Al and get his thoughts on things too. All right. So everyone, take care. Have a good night. Bye.